Hi everybody, how are you doing? Today is March the 30th, 2022. Man, has this year had a slow start, but it is rolling very fast. So you gotta remember, Spirit doesn't work with our chronological time. Spirit doesn't work with the Gregorian calendar. Things are definitely moving along since we passed the summer solstice. So I want to come on today and continue to talk about these energies that hit our planet on Friday and kind of explain a little bit more to you about what you possibly are experiencing, what you possibly can expect. If you're not experiencing things, chances are you're gonna feel this eventually. But how this is what we can expect to work with and what it really means. So hi everybody, my name is Wendy Morgan. I'm a spiritual mentor. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel. Please go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button and the bell so you can get some updates. I don't come on here very often, but when I do, it's definitely impactful and meaningful. So with that being said, thank you again for coming on here, because I know most of you kind of follow me on Facebook. And so I'm trying to bring it here because Facebook is a complete different, I'm just there for all around health and encouragement. And so this, I just want to keep more to just the spiritual, energetic aspect. So those that are not necessarily in that world, they don't necessarily get pushed. So anyways, this energy, oh my God. Oh, seriously, it is just the best energy ever. So a few things that have been coming to the forefront with my sessions with my clients. And that's where I get the most downloads immediately when I'm working with clients. And for starters, this energy is it's not like new. Nothing is new. And because honestly, you and we are everything. So I'm not going to, I might say some things here today that might challenge your beliefs and or challenge your programming. I am sorry. I'm not here to do that. I'm just simply a messenger from the divine, exactly what truth is. So with that being said, so this energy has been around forever. The thing is, we have not felt it before. And the reason we've not felt it before is because we've not been at that vibratory level where we can actually, see it, feel it, touch it, taste it, etc. A good analogy is like you're driving along and you're coming up on a really steep hill. You cannot see what's on the other side of that hill until you crest over the top, right? But even though we're still cresting that hill, or even though we're still going up that hill, what's on the other side has always been there. But we just haven't gotten to a viewpoint where we can actually see it and appreciate it for what it is. And it's the same type thing. So congratulations if you're feeling this. That means you have been doing a lot of work. That means you have cleared up a lot of lower vibration that's been stored in your cellular body. If you don't know how to do that, please contact me and I can teach you the I'm Agape process. That's exactly what it does. It helps you get in contact with your emotional charges and learn how to work through and unraveling them, and to once and for all let them go so they're no longer in your way. They're no longer a barricade. They're no longer holding you back, or you're shackled to these emotional charges. They're gone, completely gone. And this trumps anything subconscious, because your emotional body comes online before your mental body / your consciousness. So this actually trumps tapping anything on that order. So if you don't know how to go ahead and move through that, then just let me know and we can do a quick session. Anyways, moving along. So if you are feeling these certain vibrations that are affecting you, then congratulations, you've been doing a lot of work. So we'll just say a week ago, right? We've been treading water for quite some time. And for those of you, especially in the spiritual energetic world, we're treading water for so long. We are efficient and we're strong, and we can keep this up for the rest of our lives if we need to. But it's beginning like the water is kind of effervescence, right? It's kind of supporting us a little bit better. It's not as much of a challenge. But I will say a week ago, that water still was, we kept, kicking up some murk that's on the bottom. And that's, representation of the emotions that we could come to the surface. We see them, we have these emotional charges, we clear them out. And we've been doing that for a long time. And we still will be doing that. However, with this new energy, it's like when it came in, and for those of you that felt at that point, so felt it for Thursday, Friday, even Saturday through the weekend, even currently now, doesn't matter when you're watching this, if you're feeling it, chances are you're just feeling it, how this energy is working with the cellular part of your actual carbon-based body. So in the beginning, for me and for a lot of others, it felt just like a lot of pressure. Then it felt like, oh, I just want to be busy, busy, busy. Just don't want to, just keep myself, focus on something different, because I just don't want to feel what's going on in the body, because the body's, it's like, stepping on a vibroplate for the first time. It's like, whoa, right? This is intense. This is different. And this is basically the same type thing in a roundabout way. And then later on felt nauseated and just kind of felt out of it, and then teary-eyed, hit the emotional body, got, really teary-eyed and crying. And then it hit the mental body. And that to me was the greatest gift. It no longer am I working through the emotional body, i.e. the intellect of the brain. It is really cool. It's now like that pathway is not even there. This is a new complete pathway of, tapping into the divine, tapping into our eternal selves and pulling information from there. It's so much more pure. It doesn't have any judgment. It is free from experience. It just kind of is, which is really kind of cool. But being in this new pool of water, lack of better words, while there's still sediment that's being, kind of stirred up, and yes, you're still going to be clearing that out. But in moving through this, and because, oh wow, there's so much I want to say. So, and being in this new energy, it's like, instead of having a lot of murk around you and trying to go and clear it out, it's like chunks come up. Like, a chunk of wood comes up and you're like, wow, oh, I don't want that, and throw it away. As long as we see it, we acknowledge it, we can pitch it. We don't need to process and move through it. It's just ready. Things that are so not in sync with who you are and your path of which you're on and where you're going is coming up, and it's just getting tossed out. It is really, really, really quick, really fast. Things that would normally take you a while to move through and to clear are just taking seconds, and they're gone, which is really kind of nice. So as I was kind of alluding earlier, this is not a new energy. This is just an energy that which now we have risen up into a new vibration, and we're feeling now. We've crested over that hill, and we're like seeing this beautiful scenery. We're just being awed and full of love and full of wowness, right? But this energy is you. And this is something the Spirit wants to consistently come around, consistently explain, consistently get you to understand that the most worst program that there's ever been programmed in humanity is that we are separate from. A lot of times we look at this as my human body, and then I have my spirit, and then I have my soul, and then there's God, right? And we have been taught and programmed, even through religion, that there is separation. That, you, the body is not you, the soul, or, you're kind of sort of one, but you're not really. It gets rather ambiguous. And so what Spirit has been, just screaming for the past 2 years is that was an intended segregation from the dark to prevent us from standing in our power. And so you working on realizing that the eternal aspect of you that is connected to the God source. We're all part of the God source. We're all part of the creative source. We're part of the universe, whatever you want to call it. We're all part of it. But our eternal self, which is that of pure energy and unconditional love and light, and its focus, when it had focused down to one particular point that created density of light, that created this physical realm and created this physical body. Me for my body, you for your body, et cetera, et cetera. And there is no separation between me, the physical body, and me, the eternal self, or the soul, if you'd like to call it, or me, the spirit. There is no separation. Once you start breaking down those walls, you will be more and more empowered, and you will be able to see things. And, a lot of people talk about, hey, this last energy really went ahead and just dropped down loads of codes. And I have a problem with that. I don't think codes get dropped down. I think the codes, the system, the programming are inside of you. It's just that all of a sudden we open up a new seal and it's available to us. Everything right here within this body that is a dense energy that moves out into a less dense energy that moves out into the quantum field, that moves out into the eternal realm, or the eternal spirit, the eternal existence of who we are. That's all the same energy. And it's all available to us now. But this human body, which is so beautiful, so fantastic, and so wonderful that we're having this experience in, it has to take time, right, to slowly ante up, because you can't exactly take the cells of the body that's been used to vibrating, we'll just say at a 3.0, and just slam them up to 5.0. That'll go schizophrenia in a heartbeat. It's kind of like trying to take a toaster and plugging into an outlet for your wash machine. It'll blow the toaster apart. Same thing. You cannot stick this beautiful body into consistent higher vibration that it's not used to, that the cells have not been used to ramp up with, et cetera, et cetera. So, but this energy is yours. The new codes that are available to you, sorry, it was a fly, have been inside you. All the codes that are going to be ignited and opened up, and seals being opened and being available to you, all of these things are inside you. They are who you are, and they're available to you. But it's going to take time for us to have those, to get to those particular things. Because, again, as our body gets used to this new vibration, then we're going to go up into another vibration. So this new experience of ourselves that we currently stepped into as of last Friday, this is only step 1 of step 2. Now, earlier I mentioned that this particular energy is... a lot of things are just coming to the surface and we're just tossing them, right? We're like, oh my God, I see it. You have to see it in order to toss it. You can't ask your guides. You can't ask your angels. You can't ask anything or anyone else to toss it for you unless you're looking at it, unless you acknowledge it and know it, because you're the one who created it. You create everything in your life, whether it's good or whether it's bad. It's simply an experience from a spiritual standpoint. So you have to acknowledge it, because if you look at something of like, oh, I don't like that, push it away, I don't want to see it, you are creating resistance. You're actually giving it more energy, and you're getting depleted energy. But also, nobody's ever a victim of anything. We agreed upon it on some level. And again, it's just an experience. We have been programmed that certain bad feelings are a faux pas, and we don't want to feel them. We don't want to feel pain. We don't want to feel anger. We don't want to feel anger coming at us. And, I felt it all. I've been down that road with everything, guys. I came in with a lot of those experiences. But I know that I attracted those experiences. I know that I wanted to create those experiences for different reasons and different purposes. So therefore I would understand, or you would understand. But nevertheless, if we look at ourselves as we're a victim, we're giving our energy away. You're becoming powerless. So the more we look at everything and anything that bothers us and own it, we pull back that power that which we've given that for so long, and that empowers us. And it's not yet gone. That's taking you through the Agape process. But nevertheless, the beautiful thing that's been coming out of this particular energy, that which I've seen when I've been talking with my clients, is that new gifts, because the seals have been opened and those new codes are pouring through our cells, new gifts are coming into our experience. And so what does that mean? That means you're probably going to have more ahas. You're going to look at life through different lenses. It's like before, if you had glasses on, that, everything was still a little fuzzy, right? And you're still kind of looking at life and you're like, oh yeah, I think that sign says that. And then you put on some brand new glasses. Holy cow, that's really clear. And that's not the road I want to take. That sort of thing. It's going to be so clear, so obvious to you as to what is truth for you, what is not truth for you, what's the right way to go. Lately I've been looking at, such as cereals that are on the, sorry, something's going on outside, cereals. And I look at cereals like, oh my gosh, it's intended that they're full of sugar, because the sugar goes ahead and kills our juju in our gut, and it makes us sicker. It actually, if you have a little bit on cancer, it actually is like superfood to cancer. And sugars is so bad, and how we've been programmed, and also because we've been programmed, hey, this is good and tasty, we have actually created an addiction to sugar, which is greater than even cocaine. And we're literally been programmed to kill ourselves, which is really sad. And that I've been seeing really, really clear. So I am definitely digressing. But different things are going to come back, that you're going to see things really, really differently. And coming into some truth, coming into your true purpose of why you're here right now during this time. And this is only stage 1, the stage 2, I have no idea when that's going to come. I get Thursday, and I don't know why. I don't think it's tomorrow, maybe next week, but that's irrelevant. Don't, it's my kind of like thing to look forward to. What's the next thing coming? I just want to know. And the thing is really sit here and now. This is so exciting, this new energy that we're currently playing in. And it is still a part of you. And again, breaking down those mental barriers of segregation of this energy is me. Wow, I'm taking on a new part of me. This feels so yummy. This is amazing. And I'm able to process and move things and let go things so much quicker. But at the same note, again, remember, as you process and let go things so much quicker, you're raising in higher vibration, you're taking on more higher vibrational aspects of you that's going to make you go, wow, this is great. I mean, I know my abilities to be an empath, intuitive, and a channeler have become so utterly charged and so clear. So clear. And it's been amazing and so much fun. So I don't think there's anything else to talk to you guys about. Spirit just wanted to really, emphasis about break down those segregation barriers. I mean, the powers that be that are dark and lower vibration, they've tried to really create more segregation, thoughts, ideas, race, etc. for the past 2 years. And this is only a reflection of what's also gone inside us, right? We've been programmed to segregate ourselves from God. And as though, it is blasphemy to say you are the same thing as God. And you are. You are. It's just like if God was the water reservoir under the ground, can you separate that from the water coming out of your tap? No, it's still water. You're still energy. You're still part of the great divine, the great creator, the great God, however you want to say it. You are part of it all. And it's time that we break down those segregations, break down those walls, so we bring back pieces of ourselves back to us so that we can truly be and feel that power and change this world. We are changing this world right now. We are totally bringing around a whole new energy, a whole new focus and thought. And we do it one day at a time. We do it one moment at a time. We do 1 second at a time. I mean, today I was in a session with one of my dearest clients, and they basically, had gone through a lot of abuse as a child, and it was really hard for them to work through that abuse and to accept that abuse and to take ownership of that abuse and to love that abuse. And even as that was cleared in itself, it was just really still hard of like, why did I choose that? Until today it came completely full circle. After 2 years, came full circle that she is helping clearing the planet of the abuse, the sexual child abuse, and the ritual abuse on children and young adults. She was part of that, of clearing that energy from the planet, from the beings that are creating it and inflicting that pain, from the little humans that have this pain inflicted upon them. She was helping clearing that completely, and still is, from the planet. And hence that became full circle, like, yes, this is the purpose that I came here to do. And what a beautiful thing. But she would not be able to be in resonance with it if she didn't have the experience as a child herself. So that was just like, bam, mind-blowing. So anyway, I hope, I don't want to make this too long. It's getting on close to 20 minutes now. So I hope you found this, helpful. This is going to continue. This is the most powerful energy that I've experienced for quite some time now, since 2020, 2020, 21, kind of calmed down in 21. But this one is so impactful of changing the you that you are and bringing you into the you that you are. And another thing that Spirit's telling me right now, really walk away from anything that feels fear factor. Anything. There's a couple spiritual leaders, guides, different people that have different YouTube channels, and they are bringing forth things that can feel very fearful. And if it doesn't feel right for you, just shut it off, unsubscribe, walk away. Because there's even people who have been infiltrated from the dark to act as spiritual guides as such, and yet they're still winding the propaganda, and they're winding the fear to keep you in low vibration. So if you don't feel in high vibration by the time you get through watching a video, or even the beginning of the video, shut it off, get out. They're not right for you. Use your own feeling as a barometer as to if something's right for you. Yeah, because a lot of things that I have watched in the past that kind of brought up what you have to be prepared for. I just, when I get in my center, for me, when I get in my center, I'm like, do I need to worry about this? And Spirit's loud and clear, no. This is not going to be your experience. This is not going to be your future. This is not going to be the world that you live in. Because you got to remember, guys, who creates the world? We do. We do. So don't allow anything to tell you how your world is going to turn out. You hold your world here, and you think about it, and you focus on it, and you create that momentum, and you create the world that you want to experience, that you want to live in. Don't let anybody try to tell you how your world is going to turn out, especially if it's fear-based. Listen to your eternal guide. Listen to your emotions. All right, that's it. I'm at 20 minutes. I'm up. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. I'll come on here a couple more times whenever it's possible to kind of share with you if anything new pops up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer, I'm going to say once a month, but it might be two times a month. Just coming on here and inviting someone and kind of give them a free little session, or give them, sorry, we have a little cart thing running through our neighborhood. Sorry about that. I should have closed my door. But anyways, so I'll let you know. So stay tuned and you'll see if that's going to happen. And if that's the case, then what I'm going to do is, if you're interested in that, as far as being the person chosen to have, like, you come on, it's going to be public. So I wouldn't ask any questions that would pertain to something you don't want to be exposed. But you can ask a general question that everybody would respond to, everybody would benefit from. And if you're chosen, therefore, we're going to both go on a Zoom, and we're going to put it live through Facebook, and we'll just basically talk back and forth. So yes, your face will be shared. I guess you don't have to. You can actually put yourself on silent if you need to. That's okay too. Anyway, so comment down below if you're interested in being one of those people. And yeah, I'm feeling that probably the third week in April is when the first is going to start. So if you want to be one of those people and I choose you, then we're going to connect. So just say yes, me. And I'm saying, how can we other connect? So I'll just respond to you in the comment section if you are chosen, and hopefully you'll see it. You'll have approximately maybe a day or two to respond. And if you don't respond, then I'll move on to the next person. So anyway, enjoy. Seriously, sit back and have fun. Sorry. Going past 20 minutes. So if you find yourself in the dark depth and heat of things, chances are you're processing for someone else or something else. And it's best that if something really heavy comes in your direction, it's really kind of best to don't focus on it. Just kind of look at, that's interesting. Look at that. I love it. I just love it. I just love it. And just don't sit there and focus on it and associate with it and have it kind of dig its feet into you and create some roots. That's when we kind of get bogged down as well. Just, it's coming to you to be lifted into high vibration. Let it lift into high vibration. The last thing that I want to mention, a dear friend of mine kind of brought this up, and I realized I was doing the same thing, which is start being quiet within yourself at all times. What do I mean by that? So, a lot of times we go into meditation and we, I'm just going to say, proverbial, we go into a room and we close our, we got our room for meditation, and we close our door and we put on our music, we light our incense or our sage, and maybe play some gongs, and we sit there and meditate. We get into alignment and we get into the receiving mode of listening to spirit, and we're calm. Energies feel so good. Oh, it feels so yummy. And then it's okay, our meditation comes to an end, and we stand up, we put out our incense, we go and walk to the door, we open the door, and we close it. Okay, now we're going to go and going to do the dishes, and we're going to go to get ready for work, and, got to go take the car and to get washed. It's like we leave that feeling, we leave that alignment of meditation in that room. Stop. I want you to think of, when you go into your meditative room, blow up the walls, blow up the ceiling, blow up everything. You again are that process of meditation. You are the feelings coming into yourself. You are the energy that which you tap into. You are the information that comes to you. You are the visions that which you see. You are everything. So when you open your eyes after meditation, keep that alignment with you at all times. Yes, keep that alignment with you at all times. That's number one tip for you to do. This is your new tip. The second tip is, as this new energy starts to work with us, yes, it's working with our physical body and our mental body and our emotional body, but it's also working with our etheric body and our spiritual body as well, that's associated with this physical body. So that's another conversation. But anyway, a lot of times we're like, so much is going on that we just try to stay busy. Right? We just try to stay busy, so we just not really sitting in and feeling the new vibrations, feeling how it's affecting us. We just stay busy. And, a friend of mine, he said that all of a sudden he stopped and he just felt this new energy with him, and he felt like something was whispering some new knowledge to him. And he was like, oh well. And he kept walking down the stairs. And that's a habit. That's a habit of ours to stay distracted. That's a habit of ours to stay busy. It's a habit of ours to go and do the doing thing versus the being thing. So really be observant to yourself of staying in alignment. And when those moments do come, really say, no, I'm going to honor myself. I'm going to honor my path. I'm going to honor why I'm here and listen versus being distracted. Even myself, I realize that, whenever I have sessions, I get into alignment and boom, just information comes through like crazy. But I was realizing when I wasn't in a session, I was doing the chop wood, carry water, and I wasn't in alignment and I wasn't listening. And this is energy that can be with us all the time, and we can benefit from it all the time. And I realized that last night, oh my gosh, I'm doing the same thing that my friend was doing. And I'm so grateful to him sharing his experience so Spirit could tell me what to tell him. And I realized that's me too. So today I was like, no, I'm going to be present. I'm going to be present with this energy all the time. And guys, it's so dang beautiful. So anyways, I am ending it now. So I will come back on when there's something new to share. And please comment below. How are you feeling this? How are you feeling this? If you are feeling this, what things have you moved through, or what ahas have you had? Because remember, we're all different and we're all unique, and we're all here for a different purpose. And, you're saying, like, a friend of mine is seeing orbs, appear directly in front of her. How cool is that? And, teaching her how to connect them with the orb and what do they mean? Or is there something here to learn and mean, or just something to observe? All these are different. So please share your experiences. Really would love to hear them. We're all in this together. Not one person is better or stronger or more in alignment than others. We're all exactly doing this journey together. I love you guys. You have yourself a good night. Take care.